What's going on YouTube? This is yours truly, Dre the Plug, reporting live with some more technical heat. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button below. Make sure y'all hit that bell below so y'all can stay notified every single time I drop new technical heat. But let's get into it, man. Let's jump right back into these interviews. I just finished a whole bunch of sponsorship product videos, so definitely go check all of those out. Some of them I never even seen in person, so I thought it was really dope. And then on top of that, also did a couple of electronic projects, so definitely go check out those previous videos I did. But now I'm about to jump right back into my interview videos where I interview different people all across the country. Let's get into it. Roll the clip.
Hi everyone, my name is Rifa Ahmed and I graduated with a degree in mechanical engineering in 2020 from the University of South Florida. Currently, I work as a product manager in New York City. And on the side, I'm a content creator in Instagram and TikTok.
Okay, Refill, why did you decide to work as a product manager?
So when I was in high school, I got interested to learn more about rockets and planes and everything space. I was basically obsessed with NASA. So that was my main interest starting off in high school. But eventually, as I moved through college and I started working with software development and I took on leadership positions within teams, I started to realize that I was really interested in development of products and systems and being in like leadership positions where I can be more in management. So I had quite an interesting career progression. I started off as an operations analyst within finance. And then a month ago, I took an internal mobility opportunity to move into product management. And I feel product management is a good blend between software development and management, because in this position, I'm expected to have that engineering background and that knowledge, but I'm not expected to sit down and code all day. So using that background knowledge of engineering, I'm expected to kind of manage the expectations of our stakeholders, manage the prioritization piece of my team, talk to different people, make sure work is getting completed, and we have the focus that we need for each quarter. So that's why I'm working as a product manager currently.
Okay, so what do you feel is the biggest benefit in this field?
I think the biggest benefit that you get from being in a product management position is the exposure that you get. Being a product manager means you have to build relationships with stakeholders and also manage their expectations. This in turn gives you the opportunity to build your network and engage with new people.
So what's something that you did not expect jumping into this field?
So I had the opportunity to work in finance and fintech. So in finance, I was working as an operations analyst, and as an operations analyst, I had to work in a very fast-paced environment where I had to quickly deliver the work and tasks that I was taking on myself. Now that I'm working in fintech as a product manager, my days are much less fast-paced, but it is also less structured and more dynamic. For example, one day I might have a couple of back-to-back meetings all day long. And then the next day, it might be just a slow day where I have no meetings and no work. So it's very important to stay organized in such a position. And that's something that was surprising to me, because I was expected to kind of manage my own schedule and make sure I get those deliverables done whenever the deadlines are approaching. But again, it all depends on me, on how I manage things and how I decide to prioritize my work schedule.
So what was it like being an international student?
So I came as an international student from Bangladesh in 2016, and I started my associate's degree in a community college. Back then in 2016, I didn't know anything. Like, I was very naive. I didn't know anything about career or, how to navigate college life and, how to even like socialize properly, because I come from a culture that's a little bit conservative, and we're also a little bit apprehensive to talk to strangers and just like build relationships with strangers. So it was a cultural shock for me to come from a country like that to here where, everybody's nice and they want to talk to you and ask you about your day. So yeah, that was definitely a shock for me, and that's something I had to kind of get used to. One thing that definitely helped me as an international student is getting involved in engineering societies. So I was involved in the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, Society of Asian Engineers, and Society of Black Engineers. So being in those societies, I had the opportunity to meet a lot of individuals who are internationals like me and gather that knowledge to understand the difference in culture and how to navigate that as well. So it's definitely very important to get involved in these clubs and societies so you can navigate your college life and your career life.
Okay, so what drew you into your side hobby?
All right, so the reason why I decided to get into content creation is because I wanted to build a community of people who inspire and help one another, and also a place where my audience can get advice related to college, career, and tech. So on my Instagram page called the Improvement Journal, I have shared content on college students who need advice on any kind of interesting STEM majors or who want to learn more about STEM. And also for early career professionals who are looking for career advice or anything related to work as well. So I feel like through this platform, I've been able to meet some really great and passionate people who love working on content and who love helping each other and getting advice. So, and through this platform, I've been able to find mentoring opportunities and coaching opportunities as well. So that's why I create content.
You also mentioned your travel page that you have on TikTok. What made you want to, create content while traveling?
So when I moved to New York City, I realized that I like to search up hole in the walls with great coffee or unique kind of food experiences. And I also like to explore the city a lot and, go to places where people don't usually go, away from the tourists. So that's why I decided to open up my travel TikTok. That is mostly New York City related. I do hopefully in the future hope to open it up to more travel in general, as I also aspire to become a travel influencer. So yeah, that's in the works. But right now I do have travel TikTok page named adventure_in_NYC.
So if you could tell a viewer that's watching you right now one thing, what's something that you would want them to take away from this?
So the biggest advice that I can give my viewer is to build their network. So it's really important to put yourself out there and to let people know your name. Don't be in your own bubble and just be with the people you know. Go out there, meet new people, build those connections. And this will also help you build your communication skills. And while you build your network, it'll help you find mentors and coaches who can help you in all parts of life. When I got my first role in my career, I actually had the opportunity to network with my interviewer prior to interviewing with him. And now he's like one of my biggest supporters, and he's also my mentor, and he's helped me navigate the firm's culture and give me a lot of great information. So yeah, take it from me. It's very important to build your network, be active on LinkedIn, have organic conversations with people. When people give you advice, give them advice back and also share your experience. It's very important to build your network.
All right, Rifa, as we close it out, can you please give the people your contact information, your TikTok, your Instagram, so they can stay in touch with you?
All right, thanks a lot for the interview, Dre. And you guys can follow me for travel content at Adventure in NYC. And you can also follow me at the Improvement Journal for career and tech related content.
And that concludes this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. It really do help my channel when it comes down to the YouTube algorithm. If you guys have any questions regarding anything, just hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on the gram at DreThePlug123. And then also go check out my other YouTube channel. This is actually my second channel. My first one was called Andre ClassicCuts. I basically go in and give tutorials about all types of different haircuts. I actually show people how to do different type of things with the clippers that has never been done, and I pretty much go into detail as to why certain things happen. So definitely go check out that channel. Besides that, be on the lookout for my next content that's dropping. Be on the lookout for it because it's coming real soon. And I'm out.